Well, hey friends, welcome back. I'm here with Rip. He's put himself in his little timeout spot with home fragrance empties for the last week. I have quite a bit of Scentsy this week, actually mainly Scentsy, and then a little bit of vendor wax, a little bit of Walmart wax, and a non-wax item. Maybe let's start, normally I start with Scentsy. Maybe let's switch it up and start with the rest of the items first, just because I have so much Scentsy. But if you're a Scentsy person and you're like, I don't care about anything else, go to the description box, find the Scentsy timestamp, and click that time, and it will take you right to Scentsy. I do have one non-wax item this week, and this is a pack of Air Wicks in the Sea Spray and Breeze scent. So Natalie gifted these to me back around Christmas time, I think, because I was looking for something to replace my wallflowers from Bath and Body, and I remembered that she had Airwicks at her house, and she talks about them occasionally, and I wanted to try them, and so I got a package sent to my house because she's the most amazing friend, Natalie is. In any case, I am now obsessed with these. So I've got one in my hall bathroom and I have one in my office because I don't have warmers in either of those two places. So these are perfect. I love that you can smell the oil for pretty much the entire bulb, which is great. You can adjust the strength of how much fragrance you want to come out or how little. I loved the scent. It was just an aquatic, salty sea air type of fragrance. Beautiful for the spring and summer and beautiful for the bathroom. So definitely one I would get again, and just thank you, Natalie, but also wanted to highly recommend these because they've been working fantastic. Under wax, I have one lone sample this week from Teddy Bees, and that is in November Rain. This is from Summer Michelle. Thank you so much, Summer. This is green leaves, clean air, moss, vetiver, dewdrops, cranberries, citrus, mint, and pear. So Summer is obsessed with this scent, and this was just offered in Teddy B's last pre-order. I did not pick any of it up. Summer, don't come for me. Please don't come for me, but I'm not the biggest fan of this scent. It's pretty. I've had a few samples of it now, and I enjoy it, but it's not one that I'm overly obsessed with, that I felt like I needed more. So when it was on the list, I was happy because I knew Summer really wanted to get a bunch of it, but I was like, it's okay. It's a pretty scent, but not one that I'm needing to pick up more. It's a very crisp, clean scent, super early fall, or even more, I think, geared towards spring. Very green, kind of aquatic, little bit of earthiness. It is very, very pretty, but just not one that I feel like I need to get more of. But if you're interested in this one, you can probably pick that up in Teddy B's RTS. That should be in August, I would say. And like I said, Summer loves that one. And then we have 3 from Second and Spruce. Based on my last empties, I'm still trying to do the same thing. Get through the Scentsy and get through the Second and Spruce that are in my summer melting baskets. That's been kind of my focus. And then I'll move on to my Teddy Bees and the rest of the vendors. So went through 3 mini loaves this week. First up is We Were on a Break. This is key lime, lemon curd, pineapple upside down cake, coconut shortbread, graham cracker crust, and vanilla. This was pretty. It was a good summertime bakery scent. You definitely got a lot of the key lime. You got a lot of that lemon, but you get the bakery notes as well. Very strong, lasted the full day. I am just not the biggest fan of these heavily citrusy, heavily kind of sharp, tangy fruit scents. And I have quite a bit of them, and I don't know why I keep buying them. I enjoy them when they're in the warmers, but they're always ones that I almost have to force myself to melt a little bit because I rather melt something like one of these two that I have to share next. If they're too lemon, key lime, fruity in your face, I don't know. They're just not my favorite. So while this was pretty and it was a good bakery, I liked the bakery notes that came through, it's not one that I would pick up again. And I think I need to just be better about purchasing in the summer and really thinking through, do you actually very much like that scent? Is this something you think you're really going to enjoy? Because there's only so many like sharp, fizzy, fruity, tangy scents I can melt in the summer before I'm over it. You know, I can get over it very, very quickly and just enjoy it here and there, if that makes any sense. These two, though, absolute obsessions. Sunset Beach. So this one is Delicia Drench type from Sol de Janeiro, Toasted Mallow, and Ocean Breeze. I am obsessed with Delicia Drench. It is so good. It is the sheer sandalwood, violet, and orchid scent from Sol de Janeiro. A lot of vendors are making wax out of that fragrance using that oil. So like a sugared violet type of scent. That's really what you got from this, but I feel like you got the addition of the toasted marshmallow. I can't say I'm getting a ton of Ocean Breeze, but this was so beautiful. I melted this in my open concept yesterday, and you really just got that Delicia Drench, beautiful violet perfumey fragrance with the toasted marshmallow. Absolutely would get this again, but I'm obsessed with anything Delicia Drench, like I said, and sugared violets right now. You know, I'm so excited to try the I Heart Vanilla Sugared Violets? Is that what we called it? That I requested for Teddy B's pre-order because it's the Shirosa Delicia Drench type. So very, very looking forward to trying that. Loved Sunset Beach so much. That was part of the Summer 11 sampler last year. And then I melted a favorite of mine from her, and that is Lavender Sweet. Thank goodness I have another mini loaf of this. A year or so ago, I guess I had melted this, absolutely loved it. And then when it was offered again, I picked up 2 mini loaves of it because of how beautiful this is. Now, this is good on cold. It is out of this world on warm. There's some bakery notes in here, and I feel like you don't really pick up the bakery notes until you get this scent in a warmer. This is sweet lavender, vanilla cream, buttercream, sugar cookie, and pie crust. If you like lavender bakery, this is the blend you need. This scent is unbelievable. I melted this through my whole open concept. Honestly, I'm tempted to pull out my other mini loaf and melt it because I did not want this day to end. I just wanted this to continue for multiple days. I only got 1 day out of it, but it was a really strong, good lavender bakery day. Absolutely love Lavender Sweet. Very happy that I have a second one, and one that I will purchase multiple of when she offers it again. It is gorgeous. And then lastly, before we get into Scentsy, I have just a little bit of Walmart wax. So it has been sensationals, to be exact. It has been years since I have purchased Walmart wax. I used to buy a lot of Walmart wax, and then I got into vendor wax and Scentsy, and slowly over time I stopped purchasing Walmart wax, but I always really enjoyed Walmart wax. I was in Walmart the other day. I was like, let's go into the aisle and just see what's there. Is anything really new that's very much intriguing me? And so I was able to grab just 2 scents. I grabbed Dream Cloud. So I went through 1 of Dream Cloud, and then I went through 2 of Hello Gorgeous. Now, I'm going to kind of talk about these together. Dream Cloud is very much Starburst Sky from Scentsy. Ariana Grande Cloud. This is like an identical dupe to Starburst Sky. So when I smelled this, I got really excited because I love that scent so much. So picked up a couple of Dream Cloud because it smelled amazing on cold. Hello Gorgeous. This says it's vanilla rose and pink pear. There's something perfumey about this scent, and I can't put my finger on what this is. I also think this is a dupe for something, but I can't think of it. Dream Cloud I knew right away. This one I'm a little bit unsure about. I melted these the same day I bought them. I was excited. I actually needed to change the warmers, the wax in the warmers anyway. You guys, something has changed about these. For one, I don't know how to describe the texture. You can actually see how I kind of had to push really hard on this clamshell. I couldn't get the wax out of the clamshell. It used to be a very firm consistency. This was much softer, very bendy. I don't know how to describe it. Something with the formula has definitely changed. It was almost rubbery in some ways. I put the wax in my warmers. Guys, a couple of the warmers didn't even fully melt. And I mean, it has been hot here, so the AC's been going, but I haven't noticed that happening with any other wax I've put into the warmers. It took hours for these to even melt. And when they did melt, I did not get really any throw at all. Incredibly light. Was it just the day? Like I said, I mean, this is summertime, the AC is going, but I haven't noticed any issues, like I said, with any other wax. So I'm not sure if it's something about this new formula that they're using that I'm not familiar with, or if it was me and just the AC was pumping too cold that day, but would not recommend these and would not get them again. I'm glad that I didn't buy too much of the wax. I just really wanted to pick up a few things that very much stood out to me. So I'm glad I didn't go overboard because I did not enjoy these at all. Any of you purchased Walmart wax recently? Am I crazy? What's your experience been? I'm not sure when they made that change. Like I said, it's been years since I have purchased Walmart wax, but let me know what you think. But I'm staying away from it. I'm sticking with my Scentsy and my vendor wax for now. Okay, that's everything that is not Scentsy. So for Scentsy, I finished off a Counter Clean in Berry Sweet. Absolutely love this. This is very Firecracker Pop-esque from Bath & Body Works. I think it's pretty much a dupe. Love our Counter Cleans so much. So finished this one, and now I'm using key lime and grapefruit, which I also really love. I'm gonna take a drink of my iced coffee. Anybody else, when it gets this hot, I don't drink hot coffee. I can't do it. I gotta switch to the iced coffee in the mornings. Just too hot out. Okay, quite a few bars. First up, Cashmere and Corduroy. One of my absolute favorites. Thank goodness Natalie talked about this scent because I never would have tried it because it has cashmere in it. This is beautiful. This has notes of vanilla, bergamot, cashmere, and sandalwood. Gorgeous, perfumey bedroom type of fragrance. I am pretty stocked up on this, but I am praying it comes back for the fall and winter. So I'm filming this Empties. Today's July 3rd. And you guys won't see this till probably mid-July or so. And I know we're getting close to finding out what's going to be available for fall, winter. I'm really hoping that one is. A older Bring Back My Bar in Pixie. I want to say this was maybe the last go around. Pink pepper, mandarin, heliotrope, vanilla, oak, and teakwood. Really nice, kind of peppery, very, very strong perfume type of fragrance. Melted this back in the bedrooms. I enjoy this scent. I grabbed a couple of it from Bring Back My Bar. Not one I need tons of, but I am glad to have a small pile. Similar with this one, Sedona Sunset. I think this was from the last Bring Back My Bar as well. This kind of gives me Desert Twilight, vibes, that masculine, clay, earthy fragrance. Very pretty for the bedrooms, and glad to have a few of those. From the clearance section, I think in May, I picked up this bar. This is Pastelitos. And I don't have the scent notes for it, but this is definitely pineapple. Very pineapple. I'm also getting some coconut. I'm almost getting like a pineapple coconut bakery type of fragrance, or a pina colada scent. This was really pretty, actually, and I am not a pineapple fan. Put this bar in this wax room. Not only did it throw for 2 days, it was very, very strong, and I actually really liked the scent. Now, is it one that I think I need more of? No, not per se, but it was a lot more enjoyable than I had anticipated for somebody that's not a big pineapple fan. So if I saw this on the site in a flash sale and I was already getting other things, I might pick up another bar or so of that. I just might. One of my Scentsy heartbreaks, here comes the sunflowers. I absolutely love this bar. This is sunflower, it's musk, it's got some strawberry to it. I love the muskiness that's in this bar, and I think that's what makes this so good and unique to me. It just smells like a flower on a very warm day. Like a just cozy, kind of. I don't know how best to describe it, but the musk really saves the flower in here for me, because sometimes florals can be way too strong, but this is not the case. You get the little hints of strawberry. It is such a good performer too. This is going in my bedroom right now, and it's on day 3. It's definitely time to change it. So I would say I went for a solid 2 days. I have, I think, 3 or 4 more of those bars, and I'm kind of just ever so sporadically melting them because I don't want to be without that scent. I love it so much. Another one from either a flash sale or clearance recently. They've been amazing at stocking the clearance section. That is Sunburst Bamboo. Now, I've heard about this bar quite a bit in the past, but I had never tried it. I really like this. Melted this bar in my kitchen. This is so fresh and green, kind of herby a little bit. It was perfect for the kitchen. Really enjoyed the freshness of this. And I like that it was fresh without leaning bathroom cleaner. You know, it didn't smell like cleaning per se. It just smelled like things were very fresh and green, clean, herbaceous. Really enjoyed that one. It's one more that's not in the current catalog. And it will bring back my bar that I absolutely love. This is Toasted Caramel Sugar. This one is warm milk, caramelized sugar, and toffee. This clam is really yellowing. And this is not that old at all. I love this one. This is very much a caramel sugar scent. I think it's a perfect summer bakery because it's not too heavy. It's not too cloyingly sweet. Just makes me think of like candy or maybe like a waffle cone. Love this one. I have quite a backstock of that as well. So then my last 4, these are all in the current catalog. First up is Amazon Rain. It's been a while since I've melted Amazon Rain. This is melon, orange zest, coconut milk, and jasmine. I really like this scent. I actually melted this on the same day as the Sunburst Bamboo. They went beautifully together. This is a very nice kind of green, tropical, fruity fragrance. I don't hear too many people talk about Amazon Rain. I know it's a classic in the catalog, and so maybe people, I mean, me included, are just more focused on the newer scents, but I like an Amazon Rain on occasion. Does anybody else? Just me? I don't have any more of that, but I would get that again when I'm closing out a party or something. Then we've got Sun Castles. This was one of the 10 new scents last spring and summer, I think. This has notes of coconut, pistachio, and almond. This is your Sol de Janeiro boom boom type of fragrance. I've talked about this a lot, that I kind of feel like Scentsy has a lot of these fragrances and they change a note here and there, but they're all kind of in that boom boom family. And this to me is one of them. Very nice, beachy, perfumey bedroom scent. Speaking of boom boom, I think one that they did that for as well is Barefoot Beach. This one's warm sand, coconut, macadamia, and driftwood. This one I feel like is in a similar family as that as well, but this one leans heavier on the driftwood, the macadamia. It's got more of those woodsy notes, whereas this one is more kind of beachy, perfumey. But I would definitely put all these in the same family with like Summer Holiday, Kukui, and Coconut. They all kind of play off of each other, I think. I love Barefoot Beach. This is definitely one of my favorite, if not the favorite, scent of mine that came out in the 10 new scents. There are a couple that I love. Barefoot Beach, Island Bloom, which we'll talk about in a second, Italian Sunshine, and Ocean Shimmer. Those four I'm obsessed with. Love so much, and definitely need to make sure I pick up some more in August if I don't have a good stockpile of those four, just in case they don't come back next year. And then lastly, for my empties this week, like I said, it's Island Bloom. This is Starfruit, Watermelon, and Palm. I love this. I love how this is very tropical watermelon, but you get a lot of the green notes to this as well. This is so gorgeous. It is a great performer. And I love how it's just a different take on watermelon. I love the tropical green notes that come out in this bar. Again, like I mentioned, one of my favorites for the 10 new scents to the catalog. Okay, that is it. That is everything that I finished off this week. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I know this is late for you seeing this, but I hope that you all had a really fantastic 4th of July if you're here in the US. I'm going to be trying to keep Rip calm. That's the plan here for the next few days because, like I said, today's July 3rd, so they'll be starting them pretty heavily tonight, I bet. But I hope you guys had a really great holiday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.